Hi, it's Sandra with Brew City Thrifts. Today I am at the Wauwatosa Goodwill. I haven't been here for, I think, several months, so I am really looking forward to seeing what they have. It's a really well organized Goodwill and has a lot of cool stuff usually, so let's hit it. Lately, I've been starting at the back of the Goodwill stores that I go to just to shake it up a little bit. And today, at the back of the store, the first thing I see that I'm interested in is this milk can. It's a decorative can made to look old. On the bottom, there's a label. It makes me think, yeah, it has a little bit of age. It's certainly not an antique. But I think for someone who has a farmhouse decor or wants a rustic or distressed piece to as an accent piece for their decor, this is a nice item. Goes in my cart. And in the next shelf over, this is, of course, this hits me right in my soft spot. This is handmade wooden boat on wheels rather than the trucks and cars I usually find. But it's clearly a handmade piece by someone who was giving it to someone they probably knew. It's called Beano's boat, so maybe it was for Beano, and it says on the bottom that it was handcrafted. So I put this in my cart, even though there is a broken motor on the back. I'm in the mug aisle, and even though I have been trying not to pick up very many mugs, sometimes I just get caught up in the mug hunt. And today is one of those days. The first thing that catches my eye is this Starbucks Wisconsin mug. And I'm actually thinking about it in terms of a gift, but that sort of starts the, the ball rolling here. And the next mug that I pick up is this Otagiri mug with a nice folk arty picture by Carol Endress. And I pop that in my cart. Then I take a quick look at this Mickey Mouse mug. It is a Disney mug, but I don't do a lot with Disney just because I don't know very much about it and it's such a huge collecting area. So instead, I take a look at this little Royal Worcester shot glass or potentially sake cup. Not sure what it is, but it's Royal Worcester, and I figure I can make a couple bucks on it for 99 cents. Nearby is a cup that I know to be vintage. I had recently taken a look at a ceramic basket in the same style, which is by a company named Metlocks. So I took a quick look at the mug. Scanning, I notice some Corel teacups, a couple more Starbucks mugs here, and then right below them, aha, it's an original Star Trek series Dr. McCoy mug. This is the Hamilton series. I think it's from back in the 1980s. I have had the Spock mug before. I believe I still have the Captain Kirk mug, and I'm thrilled to put Dr. McCoy in my cart. I'm a proud nerd, and so paying $4.99 for that mug is nothing. They don't really sell for that much, actually, but I'm going to enjoy it. Finally, I see this mid-century looking mug with avocado green floral motif. It looks like a stackable mug. It's made in Japan, and it's definitely a sweet little mug. And so I pop in my cart to think about it. The first thing that catches my eye in among the plates is this set of Christmas plates by Sakura. I love the detail. I love the design of these. Each plate is different. There's a snowman and a Santa. I really love that artwork. That's just really very nice. Underneath it was another interesting plate that I took a quick look at. I like the design and colors on this plate. It's a false graph plate. And then on the shelf below, these plates catch my eye. There's a lunch plate by Royal Stafford. And I do love that hand painted blue flower. I think it's a poppy. And there are two dinner plates below it, and they're a nice weight. It's really the hand painted flower that is catching my eye. I think it's just a beautiful and dramatic plate. So I pull them out and I pop them in my cart so that I can look them up and see if they are something I want to take with me. I have kind of a thing for old Crocs and especially old cheese Crocs. And here in Wisconsin, there are lots of them. This is Old Tavern Club. I tend to like the graphics on these old ceramic Crocs. This one must have been given as a birthday gift. So I put it in my cart to think about it. What I usually look for with these Crocs is interesting graphics or something historical about the cheese company. I also wanted to show you here real quick that I had picked up a few things off camera. This is a set of cards. This is a brass picture stand, and this is a new with tag woven basket that I thought I would use for a future gift. And close by on the shelf was this funny little guy. I pulled him down to take a closer look. He did seem to be older to me, vintage, and he's the human bean. Haha, bank. And I think it's plastic, but it still had its tags made by UNESCO. And I thought someone out there is going to love the kitschy value of this. So I was interested in it, thought I would take it with me, then noticed the scrape on the paint, and that is an actual scraped off area. And I decided, I don't love it that much. I'm going to leave it for someone else who's just going to love it for its fun and silly look. I find another Wisconsin mug, a Wisconsin Starbucks mug, and I figure, I've already picked up one. I guess I will pick this one up too, possibly for gifts. Might resell it as well, not sure at this point. Here are a couple of face mugs. I would call them Toby style. I did not remove the sticker on the bottom to see if they were Royal Dalton, but my guess is that they're not. I don't know a lot about the face mugs, but I do know that some people really love them. I kind of like the 1970s funny faces. In this box, I noticed this pheasant. I thought it was great quality ceramic, but then as I pulled it out, there is a missing branch or feather, and so that went right back on the shelf. I'm scanning the figurines and whatnots, and I see this funny faced elephant looking at me with those pink eyes. It is an Andrea by Sadek or Andrea by Sadek piece, and it's nice quality. I do like the quality of that company's ceramic pieces, but I think it did have some chips on it. I did not end up picking it up, and it's not something I would typically pick up. But on the shelf next to it, I noticed this pretty piece of pottery by Freeman Ceramics located in Colorado. And I really love the leaf imprint, the natural leaf imprints all over this pottery piece. I love the design. It's very interesting. I think you would hang it up, possibly just as a wall hanging. I'm not sure. It might have a use, and I'm trying to figure that out as I'm reading the tag. It's lovely that it still has its tags. So that goes in my cart, and I think that's a great pickup. Happy with that. This Goodwill organizes its vases by color, and I'm in the red/purple section when I notice these little glass bottles. They are possibly perfume bottles. Both of them have the same shape stoppers, and I'm not sure whether or not the stopper actually goes with this piece. Kind of doesn't seem like it does to me. And I do like the shape of the taller bottle and the design of it. It's a little bit more, I think it's just a little more nicely done. I find that I don't buy a lot of red items or red glass, and I decide I'm going to take a chance on this. I'm going to put it in my cart, and I do put it in my cart, at least for a while, to think about it. But it ends up going back on the shelf. Let's do a cart review, shall we? This basket is a coiled rope basket that I'm planning to probably use for a gift. I had picked up this box. It's a storage box with sections in it for ornaments or things like that. And I thought, oh, I've got plenty of ways I might use that. I always love a good box, so that is going to come with me. Probably one of the finds of the day is this piece of pottery. Well, there's also these note cards that I am going to use for thank you notes, and I also had picked up this candle here. But this piece of pottery with the leaf imprints and the interesting design and the tags, it's meant to be hung. I'm not sure if it has a function as well, but it was definitely something that I was excited to have found. This vintage mug goes back on the shelf right here, along with the cheese crock. I had decided against both of those items. This decorative milk can, on the other hand, I'm going to take that. I'm going to keep the Dr. McCoy Star Trek mug. I'm going to keep the Wisconsin mugs, the 2 Starbucks Wisconsin mugs. I do put back this Otagiri mug. It's a nice one, but I looked it up and the comps were not that impressive. The cranberry glass perfume bottle, or perhaps it's another kind of a bottle, strikes me as perhaps being an Avon item, and it's just not old enough or wonderful enough that I decide I need to take it. So I do end up putting that back on the shelf. The other Wisconsin mug. You can never have too many Wisconsin mugs, right? Never have too many Star Trek mugs either, actually. And then, of course, these beautiful Royal Stafford plates, blue poppy plates. Those were a nice find, and I do really think they're very pretty. Down in the corner is that little Royal Worcester cup. It really has the shape of a sake cup, but I don't know for sure. Maybe it's a shot glass, but it is very pretty and nice quality brand. So I'm going to keep that. And that's it.
So that was fun because we got a couple of really nice things that I'm happy about. The thing that I think is the best pickup of the day, I got 2 of them, are the Royal Stafford blue poppy plates. Those look to go for between $12 and $16 per plate online, and I'm really happy to have found them, and they're beautiful. The second item that I'm really excited about is the ceramic leaf imprint. Is it a wall pocket? Is it decoration? I'm not sure, but you could probably use it as a wall pocket. And I just love the natural leaf imprints. I've sold an item like this before that went pretty fast, and so I'm pretty sure this is going to find a buyer relatively quickly, so happy with that. All in all, nice trip. It was, I will say, the shelves were more picked over than usual when I come here. There were less items on the shelves than when I usually come here. I tend to come here on Fridays after work, so it may be a timing thing, but I still had a good time. I hope you did too. If you did, please like my channel, comment, subscribe, and come back, because if you are thrifting on, brothers and sisters, I am too, and we can do this again. Take care.